At long last, South African Rugby's made a decision now about the coaching situation. Allister Coetzee is staying on. Franco Smith will be his assistant. A defensive coach will be still announced, which means JP Ferreira's not being used after being used for the end of the year tour. And it's probably going to be Brenden Nel that's going to come into the role. Mzwandile Stick has been moved from the Springbok side down to the under-20 assistant coach, demoted is fact. Jonathan Mkweno, who won Varsity Cup with Pika, turned down the job as assistant coach, not surprisingly, and Chean Roux is the coach of the under-20s. So what do I make of all of this? I don't think SA Rugby had too much of a choice in terms of Allister. Rossi Erasmus, who's been touted as the other candidate, is still up with Munster, is not available at the moment, and he's waiting in the wings. And I know he wants to return. I heard from several sources this past week that he's very keen to return. Allister's been given till June to prove himself against France. After 4 wins out of 12 tests, the pressure's really on, and I'm afraid only a 3-0 win's really going to save him there. He knows it, we all know it, and I think somehow, somewhere, he's going to bring back the pride into Springbok Rugby. A 2-1 win won't be enough for Allister. I think we all know the first game at Loftus is going to be huge for him, and he's going to have to prove himself. Luckily, there is a Springbok camp. A number of youngsters have been named for that Springbok camp. And Franco Smith has been a good addition to the squad as well. Same with Brenden Nel. We saw with Italy what he's done with their defence. But the problem here is Mzwandile Stick didn't appoint himself. He was taken out of the under-19s, put with the Kings as an assistant coach, and then suddenly catapulted into the Springbok assistant coach position. There's not many coaches in this world that will be able to handle that sort of thing, and he was unfairly blamed for the Springbok woes. There were a lot of problems in the Springboks last year. It wasn't down to one man. Anyone who says that Mzwandile was the problem in the Springbok outfit last year is fooling themselves. There were a lot more problems than that in Springbok Rugby. A number of them weren't his doing, and a lot of the times the players should have taken more responsibility. So I think to put all the blame on the shoulders of one man, and let's be honest, that's what it looks like now. He's the only one who's been shifted out of the system, so he looks like he's the one who's taking all the blame. I'm sorry, if you think he is, then you're fooling yourselves. There's a lot more things that happened in Springbok Rugby last year. It can't be down to one man. Having said that, what worries me more is what we're doing to a young coach like that. He was offered the Sevens job, which I can't believe, really. I know he comes from a Sevens environment, but any coach has got ambitions and he wants to better himself. So I don't agree with that. He was offered the under-20 job. He's going to help the under-20s out. And to be honest, we must really look at using coaches better. A guy like him, a guy like Joey Monchalo, there's a number of guys. You've got to ask yourself the same question I asked in 5 Ways to Save the Box. Where is the coaching succession plan? And that's all we're asking. What message does it send out to other coaches out there, young coaches who want to help Springbok Rugby? Where is the coaching succession plan? If we find that, we'll be all right. But at the moment, there's not much more you can say about that. Good luck, Allister. It's going to be tough. You're going to need to win every single game, and there's a guy leaning over your shoulder. But somehow we've got to treat coaches better.